Being the strong one is lonely. Not the kind of lonely where no one is around you, but the kind where everyone is around you, but no one really sees you. You're the one people call when they're breaking down, who gives calm advice and who holds everything together when things fall apart. And somewhere along the way, that becomes your identity, the strong one. But what no one talks about is how heavy that role becomes. Because when you're always the strong one, people stop checking in on you, how you are, how you're feeling, and if you're tired. If you're someone people rely on a lot, you probably know this feeling. Everyone assumes you're okay because you're usually the one holding everything together. So the moments where you're quietly struggling, they often go completely unseen. They assume that you can handle it, that you'll bounce back and that you don't need the same softness that you give to everyone else. When you finally try and say, "I'm not okay," and your voice cracks from the sheer weight of what you've been holding, then you hear, "But you're so strong." It sounds like praise, but what it feels like is pressure. I remember times where I gathered everything in me just to admit that I was struggling, to even admit I was hurting. I'd already processed it alone for weeks, so when I finally forced the words out that I'm not okay, I was reminded of how strong I am instead of being held in comfort. It felt like I wasn't allowed to be human, like strength was the only version of me that was acceptable. It felt like I was disappearing in real time, as if the fact that I usually survive everything means I don't deserve to be cared for while I'm surviving it. I didn't feel supported, and that's a lonely place to stand. It feels like you're not allowed to fall apart, like your pain is an inconvenience, like your breakdown doesn't match the character they're used to. You learn to hide it so well that people forget you're carrying anything at all. They see the calm version of you, but they never see the weight it takes to stay that way. I've had many moments where I didn't need advice. I didn't need someone to remind me of how resilient I am. I needed to be able to open up my heart without being handed a lesson. I needed to cry without being rebuilt. I needed someone to sit with me in it and not lift me out of it. Sometimes strength becomes armor, but when you wear armor for too long, it starts to cut into you. I've worn that armor in friendships and in relationships. I've worn it when I was being misunderstood but didn't want to look dramatic. I stayed calm when I felt disrespected, composed when I felt betrayed. I communicated clearly when I was actually breaking inside. Everyone called that strength, but it was me surviving. When people see you for being the strong one, you become the safe place for everyone else. But when you look around for your safe place, it's so quiet. And that's when you realize something really painful. People love your strength, but not everyone knows how to handle your vulnerability. Because being the strong one often means people experience the best parts of you, your patience, your support, and your steadiness. But very few people ever see what it costs to carry that role. It's the moment someone becomes uncomfortable because you're no longer the steady one. When your tears change the energy in the room, and when you realize they don't know what to do with you unless you're composed. That's a very specific kind of loneliness, and that hurts in a different way, because you don't want to stop being strong, you just want to be human too. You want to be allowed to say, "I'm overwhelmed, I'm exhausted, I can't carry this today," without feeling like you're disappointing someone. If you're the strong one in your family, the strong friend, the strong partner, I see you. I see how much you hold in. I see how often you swallow your feelings. I see the pain behind your eyes, and I see how you fix your face before walking into a room. I see how you wipe your tears quickly so no one worries. I've been the strong friend who held everything in so I wouldn't add to anyone else's stress. I've been the strong partner who communicated calmly while feeling deeply hurt. I've been the one who tried to process pain privately so I wouldn't look unstable and be a burden to anyone. And that strength, That was survival. There were moments I didn't need to be reminded of how resilient I am. I just needed someone to say, I know you're not okay and I'm here for you. I didn't need perspective. I just needed protection. I didn't need to be rebuilt into a warrior. I just needed to be held while I was tired. And I want you to know something clearly. You are allowed to break sometimes, to not have all the answers and to need comfort without being told how capable you are. Being strong should be a choice, not a cage. And the people who truly deserve access to you, they won't panic when you're soft. They won't rush to motivate you. They won't remind you of your power when what you need is to be heard. They'll make it known that they're there for you and that you don't always have to hold it together. And that is safety. When you share something fragile, you're not asking for perspective. You're asking to be felt, for a safe space, for that person to be present and for someone to sit beside you without turning your pain into a lesson. It's okay that you're tired and emotional. It's okay that sometimes you don't want to be the strong one, because strong people, they get exhausted too. And the truth is, strength was never meant to mean doing everything alone. Real strength is being able to say when something hurts, when something is too heavy, and when you need someone beside you instead of depending on you. So, who in your life lets you be human? Who lets you cry without turning it into a motivational speech? Who tells you it's okay to fall apart? You matter even when you're not holding everything up. You don't need to be unbreakable to be worthy of support. You're allowed to be held too. The right people in your life won't only admire your resilience, they'll care about your heart. They'll notice when you're tired, when your voice sounds different, and when you're carrying more than you should. And with those people, you won't feel like the strong one all the time. You'll just feel human. And that's the moment you realise you were never meant to carry everything alone. Thank you for staying and listening. If this conversation resonated with you, you might also want to check out my other videos. If you'd like to support this space, you can like, comment and subscribe. It genuinely helps us reach other people who might be sitting with the same questions. If you enjoy my content and would like to support the channel, you can leave a little tip via the PayPal link in the description. And if you want to be here for the next conversation, you can turn on notifications. Your support doesn't just help the channel grow. It reminds me that I'm not the only one thinking about these things quietly. And that matters more than you know. Sending you all so much love. Until next time, keep becoming.